It's Courtney Gooseman live again from House of Hope, getting ready for Kenneka Jenkins' funeral. 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins found dead in a hotel freezer at the beginning of this month. That happened out in Rosemont at the Crown Plaza Hotel. So funeral services for Kenneka don't start until 11. Actually, funeral is at noon and the wake is at 11. But already people are here gathering, awaiting services for Kenneka. And I just wanted to show that to you. And I want you to hear some stories of some individuals who are already here waiting and why they decided to come.
Bishop Will Powell from Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. What brings you all the way here?
This story in itself, my family, me and my wife, we've been following this story since it happened. It touched us from the very beginning, and we wanted to come support this family. We didn't see much clergy. Seen a lot of activists, seen a lot of people that said they had their backs, but we did not see much clergy. And me and my wife said, no matter what, we're coming. So we got our family together, got my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, brother-in-law. We all just came. We even brought our baby. We have a daughter. We have daughters, actually, but we brought our young daughter. And that could have been our daughter. That could have been our baby. We don't want to see this happen to anybody else. So we're going to do what we have to do to stop this foolishness.
So, Bishop, I was saying, this is a huge sacrifice for someone that you've never even met. Why did you feel so compelled? I know that you talked about the clergy thing.
Well, even though I don't know her, I still know her. That's the way this world should be. You may not know me, but you still should know me. If someone is hurting, we should help them and not hurt them. And that's the thing now. Our young people, we're not raising our young people to help one another. They want to turn up and they want to do things. And sometimes you fall into the hands of your friends, but they're really not your friends. And I want to promote unity and show that we can all come together no matter what. Whether you think I know you, whether you don't know me, we can still love each other and help each other.
Well, you heard the story, but you are not convinced in terms of Kenneka going into that freezer on her own. Do you mind sharing with me?
Well, every hotel that I've been to, there's certain areas you cannot go. And where there are freezers, that's one area you cannot go. You have to have access. I don't believe that she got on the elevator and pushed the button to where she was able to go downstairs. I have not been to the hotel. I think me and my wife, we may stop by that hotel once we leave here today to see if I can just get on the elevator and go anywhere I want to go. I don't believe that. I don't believe she was drunk. I believe she was drugged. I do believe that somebody was hurt at that hotel. Somebody, maybe multiple young women. And just following this story is just so sad because nobody is getting the truth. The people that know the truth, they're not saying anything. And I'm begging you, just say something. Even if you think you're going to get in trouble, maybe you should. But you should say something. A life was lost. And I don't think it was lost because she wanted it to be lost. It was taken from her.
I am Candy Conda. I am a Hall of Famer, African American Hall of Famer, here from Chicago. I have a young daughter. Well, she's not young anymore. She's millennial. And this story really touched me.
Do you mind telling us who your daughter is?
My daughter's Demi Lobo. Used to work on WGCI for 5 years now. She is a celebrity DJ in Hollywood. Always been a community mom. And then when my daughter was on WGCI, I was with her all the time, every single day. So when this hit me, it hit me really hard. It was kind of like this was just another, one of the young girls that, were in my circle, even though I didn't. So early on, I started to, seek out the mom and, I put together like a mom. We have like a little celebrity group of moms and, reached out to them and said, hey, we need to do a benefit concert. If she doesn't have enough money, are you guys in? And they jumped up and said, hey, we're in. So I went up to Rosemont one night to meet her, Tereasa, and said, look, if you guys do not have enough money, I have a group of moms that, will help, to provide for the funeral. And she thanked me very much. And then I went out a couple of other days to the protest in Rosemont.
And that's right. You did tell me that you were out there protesting. What is your belief about the death of Kenneka?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I want to echo what the bishop just said. So let me tell you guys something. I went to Rosemont one day and I walked through the hotel because I knew as who I was, and I could walk through and they weren't going to stop me. They were stopping a lot of people, but I knew they were going to stop me. I stopped there. I stopped at the bar, had a Coke, chit-chatted it up, and it took everything I had not to get in that elevator that day. And everybody that was following me live was like, yeah, get in the elevator. I'm like, yeah, well, y'all are in South Carolina and all these other places, and I'm not going to, do that. But I do know this. I do not believe that she got in the elevator by herself. I do not believe she got in and tried to close an elevator. Close this freezer, which the handle is on the outside. I don't believe any of that. What I'm really saddened at is more than anything is that our young people today, we have got to stop. There's somebody that knows something. So for all of you guys that were in that room, you guys have a duty, because this could be your sister, this could be your little girl one day, and and karma is gonna come back on you guys. And not only that, what the bishop said is true. I'm now telling all these young people, make sure you know who you hang out with, because it doesn't matter who your friends are. What about your friends' friends? You don't know their intentions. And the other thing is, our moms, our millennial moms, we've got to do a little bit better, because you guys are closer in age than we are to our children. My daughter, there's a bigger gap there. So I was in the military. I served. Her dad served in the military. I got a different mindset. We up at 5. We're gonna, I'm foot in the neck, mom. Get up and get going at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's a different mindset today. Our kids, our moms are closer. They're doing things together, which is fine. But we have got to not be friends with our kids. We can't. We got to be their parent first and then their friend second. I think I just wanted to see it through. I fought with myself this morning. I fought with myself yesterday. I asked a couple of other of my friends, do you think I should go? It's probably going to be crazy out there. And some of my friends from all over the country that follow me on live stream, everybody says, see it through. Just, this has been on your heart since the very beginning. Go and see it through. And since I was up in the morning, I went and got coffee at 5. Like the bishop, he was up at 3. I think I was up at 4. Went and got my coffee and just prayed and said, God, I have to let you lead me here. Whatever it is, for the reason for me to be here. When I went to Rosemont, one of the days, I have to share this with you. One of the days I went to Rosemont, actually I was at a meeting in Niles, and I said, you know what, I'm going to stop by and just look at look at the memorial, look at the site. I went by and met this interesting Hispanic woman. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This was last Thursday. She had lit 21 candles right there in front of Rosemont with a purple ribbon. It's on my Facebook, and her name was Rosemary Vega, and she says, I'm lighting 21 candles with her favorite ribbon. And I interviewed her because I thought, oh my God, it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and all day until night we kept those. I sat with her, we kept those, lighting those candles the whole day, and I would think, and the whole 21 candles was for 21 hours, of course, that she was in the freezer. And I was like, wow, how thoughtful of someone to come and take their time and spend the time to do this, to signify me. Everybody from around the country has, I think, had a part in this, had a hand, and just are feeling the same way. And I think today is closure to some degree. Not all of it, just one. It's just one piece of the puzzle that we're putting closure to.
Not 100% closure, because we still don't know the official cause of death for Kenneka. We are still waiting to hear from the medical examiner's office to tell us more. They're waiting for toxicology tests to return and tell us more about how Kenneka Jenkins actually died. 19 years old, found in that hotel freezer in Rosemont at the Crown Plaza Hotel.